never saw it.
Right.
It was a Netflix one, wasn't it?
They were a part of it, yeah.
Isn't that what it released on?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, is
it Coen Brothers?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Coen
yeah.
Brothers. It's a triptych fable.
Yeah, there's like different stories throughout.
It's terrific.
Is
Well, some of them are. Other ones are dumb as hell.
I remember asking you about it, and you were like, it's not the best thing in the world.
Some of them are really profound and amazing, but the Liam Neeson one with the dwarf guy is one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life.
I've never even heard of it. It sounds like
so
like that
awful.
Seth MacFarlane Million Ways to Die in the West type of thing.
It was terrible.
Okay.
Anyway.
For no reason.
We're just in the basement talking movies, folks.
Yeah, we're talking shop. For No Reason Radio, episode 28.
We're in Grandma's basement. Eric stepped on an onion coming down the steps, and his grandma will not lay off.
Everyone must know. This simply cannot be covered.
She
up.
opened the door. She's like, Eric stepped on an onion right there. You need to be careful.
See, if she was involved in the White House, Epstein files, everyone would know immediately.
Everything about him. That's great.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm tan as hell.
Yeah, what were you?
I was just
outside working?
I was just outside working.
On the farm, or
just outside, man. My cucumbers are coming in.
Oh yeah, you told me you're gardening.
I garden now.
We're gardening here.
Yeah.
It's it sucks. Like
I was so depressed the last couple of days because I kept watering this flower bed with nothing in it. And I'm like,
do you? So the flower beds were there with some dirt in there.
Well, it was just weeds. It was just the landlord just let there be grass there. No one had touched the actual bed. There was an outline of a bed.
Yeah, but it was like overgrown.
It was just grass overgrown. The past couple of months, I cleaned it out. And I just planted something there. In the past couple of days, I'm just like, stupid ass Walmart seeds not coming out of the ground.
Living off the fat of the land.
And then today I got down real close, and there's little
Paquito Niños.
Little Paquito Santo Marias coming up.
Anything else you're on? Or
just cucumbers.
Are you like? Do you want to pickle them? Is that the goal?
No, I have I have a cucumber a day.
That's good.
Every day I have a cucumber.
That's actually really good. I'm
thinking it'll cut into my cucumber budget.
Cucumba, yeah. Remember that video? The guy, like, he made a whole song about cucumbers.
No.
Cucumba. And, like, he went over all the facts about cucumbers. Like, man, these cucumbers sound pretty good. Like,
they're a big deal. I got some Bush champions coming in.
Nice. Yeah. I had gotten my mom a one of those indoor hydroponic things.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, you told me.
They go off the rails. Like if you're not checking the roots of them,
yeah, they get
it's a disaster. So we were like, oh well, use that to like get like sturdy enough seedlings and then put them in the ground.
Yeah, that's generally what they want you to do.
Yeah, so that's you get some tomato plants,
and then your entire yard floods every other week.
Yeah,
which is cool.
It's great. What a wonderful time to trust the weather patterns.
Oh, God, it's like freaking Africa over here.
Yeah. Anything like TV movie
I got Crunchyroll, so I'm watching a bunch of anime.
Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good.
I know you hate anime for some reason.
No, it's just I don't have Crunchyroll, and there's not many things. Because there are some things that I do want to watch, and they're not available on some of the streaming platforms I have. I've been really sucked into 007 First Light. I just finished that the other night.
Oh, you finished it?
Yeah. I was telling you, I was like, as you were asking me about it, and I was like, I'm not good at the type of gaming that it is, like the Hitman style.
Yeah.
A lot of stealth. I lowered the difficulty. Right. It's a fantastic game.
Oh, okay.
It's actually a really good story. It's funny because
does it take place within any kind of world that's already established in James Bond?
It takes place current day.
Standalone thing.
Yeah, the very first, like you see him before he joins MI6.
Oh.
And then he kind of gets recruited.
For some reason, I always thought he was in the Navy, wasn't he?
He's an airman.
Okay.
And
yeah, I thought he was in like the SAS or something.
And I don't think he is in this one. He's just an airman. Like everyone's like, oh, we don't have a lot of hope in this guy, and then he actually he ends up doing the mission, and they're like, oh shit, like this guy might be one to watch.
Yeah, in the original, like the Roger Moore, I know he was like a commander in the Navy.
Yeah, he's not nearly that high.
He's not okay, and the airman, I believe, is also a naval rank.
They
but British ranks, I don't know, it's different.
Yeah, they do a lot of things that if you are a James Bond fan, you'll like it. Like there is some stuff that the movies don't really touch. Like the character does have a scar on his cheek, and like the original like vision that Ian Fleming had, Bond does have a scar on his cheek. You know.
Okay.
So like they do. There is a lot of good like motifs they take from the original vision.
At any point, do you hear the da
credits?
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
They save it for the very end, and it's
cool.
They do set it up like, oh, there could be future ones, and that's kind of where I want to lead to. The main villain in this one is an AI billionaire CEO. Like he is the bad guy,
and you kill him.
Yeah, I won't spoil it.
Okay,
but he is the big bad, and the game sold really well. I think it sold close to 3 million copies already, which was better than IOI had projected.
Good.
So it's like, okay, sequels are coming. DLC's coming. When this game was first getting off the ground, Amazon MGM did not merge yet. So Amazon didn't have the Bond license.
Yeah.
After they started working on this game, Amazon requires a license. And then they've come out since the game released and they said, we do plan on more Bond games. We are unsure if IOI is going to be the one manning it. And it's like, okay, we get it. AI billionaire doesn't like the portrayal of AI billionaires.
Huh.
Yeah. So
did he happen to have a hairpiece on too?
It is one of those ones where it's just like, here we go again. The Paramount. I hope IOI gets, because it's like a match made in heaven, like a style of game with that kind of IP.
Cool.
It is really good.
I've been playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
The main characters of both these games, that mine and yours, they look exactly the same. It is eerily similar.
Is it not the same?
It's not.
It's not? Okay.
It's not, but they look eerily similar.
Okay.
I'll pull it up. Like it's
okay, buddy. Fortuna.
Vamp.
I'm only yanking your pizzle, mate. We got to bring yanking your pizzle back.
It's a elite tier.
Elite tier, like I'm only yanking your pizzle. Which I wonder if they actually said in the high Middle Ages in Bohemia.
Let's see if I can.
Okay.
It's damn near identical.
Maybe he's a descendant.
But yeah, it is good. I do like.
How'd they get this?
Did you hear about Warhorse Studios? Their next game.
Are they not doing CKD3?
They are working on another one.
KCD3?
Well, no, they are working on another one, but they announced they're working on another immersive RPG set in Middle Earth.
Middle Earth?
Yeah.
Middle Earth?
Yeah.
When in Middle Earth?
For the Tolkien heads. They haven't said. It's still early development, I imagine.
That's
really cool.
I'm worried about a lot of the Lord of the Rings stuff. It's
the new stuff coming
out.
The
Stephen Colbert, I don't know. I want to trust Stephen Colbert because he's one of the few writers of anything that's actually read the Silmarillion.
Yeah.
Which Rings of Power guys didn't. They didn't read shit.
Yeah. That was rough. I had a lot of hope for that one,
too.
Oh,
my God.
I think the main thing was you look at a lot of shows that fail and you're like, oh, if you had given these writers a decent budget, it could have been God tier. They had a lot of budget, but nothing else.
They just threw money at it. They kept throwing money at it. They did the same things with the Wheel of Time. They did the same thing. Just throw money at it.
Yeah.
Just keep throwing money. Like, we need substance, folks. Please.
Yeah.
God. Anyway,
AI writers will save us.
They will.
Yeah. Yeah. Before we get into our spotlight movie of the week, I actually want to do a little show and tell with a little Kickstarter project that I got involved in early on.
What is that? Oh, that's the thing.
This is Cinematicalism is the group that was running it on, and it's the Comprehensive Dictionary of Cinema.
Let me check that thing out.
This boy is hefty.
That's thick boy. It is literally a Bible. You were describing it as a Bible.
Yeah, like any term you can think of that would be used on a set,
Okay,
in a production studio, in an editing room.
it's a dictionary.
Yeah.
Is this alphabetical order? What is
Yeah.
this?
Well, there's different sections for like different levels of filmmaking, whether
Oh,
you're
I
talking
see.
about on the actual set, you're talking about in the editing room, you're talking about the distribution.
Okay, and how you can make. Okay, I see. The art. Let's go. Let's flip to a random page. Smotherage
I have no idea. Go ahead.
refers to overshooting coverage on a scene by capturing far more angles. Oh, I see. Far more angles or setups than the final cut requires.
You're smothering the coverage.
I see. The exact opposite of what Werner Herzog wants.
Is that what it says?
No.
Wouldn't that be funny?
If you don't get it first take,
You're cowards.
You coward.
But yeah,
did 4 movies about volcanoes.
But yeah, check. We'll use that as like our tome. You know, once in a while, there's something we don't like. Liminal core. I looked that up for our last episode. That's in there. But yeah, if you want your own book, there are still some prints available. $120 though, which is not what I paid.
What'd you pay?
$60, I think.
Well, look at you.
It was cool because this is actually one of the first like big Kickstarter things that I got in pretty early on. That's like 3 times what the original thing was promised. Like it was only supposed to be like 300 pages. God. And like they kept adding more and more contributors to it. They kept adding more experts. Like the people that helped write it were people that worked in film or had a lot of experience in their areas.
Must have.
And yeah, they compiled a very hefty, very good looking. I do like the design of it, like just the simple yellow. It looks just like a Dutch subway font.
Yeah, if you literally want to learn anything about.
Yeah. Good tool for any cinephile. I'd recommend that. I feel like anybody, any level of filmmaking or just fanatic would.
Yeah. I'm going to steal this when you're not looking.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll let you borrow it.
Borrow it.
But yeah, let's get into the Spotlight movie of the week. Last time we played this was super loud. But I don't think it's so loud this time.
What is even playing? Oh.
Yeah, so we're going to be talking about Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie.
Mm-hmm.
It is directed by Matt Johnson, who is the gentleman holding the extension cord in the background. It is written by Matt Johnson and Jay McCarroll. There are other contributors that helped make it. I didn't put them in this, though. Cast, Matt Johnson, Jay McCarroll, and then very, very minor characters like Ben, Ethan, and Michael make an appearance. They're the other bandmates. But it's mainly just these 2 guys.
Yeah, I went into this completely blind. I had no idea that this was a show.
Yeah.
In Canada for a couple, it was a very popular underground show in Toronto, based for a couple of years.
Yeah. We had a hard time figuring out what to watch because we've had a series of weeks where it's like, ooh, this is like some really rough or really dense or really dark material, you know?
Yeah, we just wanted something a little lighter.
Liven it up a little bit.
It was either this or The Wailing. I was going to recommend The Wailing because we saw a trailer for the guy that did The Wailing with his new movie called Hope that's coming out.
Yes, yeah.
It looks really cool. And I'm just like, why don't I check out The Wailing? And then I looked at all the other stuff. I was just like, it's just sadness.
Yeah.
It's just a trail of... Never mind.
I think I knew what you were going with there. Yeah, I agree completely. Matt Johnson, he actually directed the Blackberry movie that came out.
What? Really?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Never would have guessed. Like I happened to say a short, and it was with him and Glenn Howerton and
Jay Baruchel.
Yeah, Jay Baruchel for an interview, and I was like, "What the hell is?" And I was like, "Oh shit!" like I wasn't expecting to see him. But yeah, so the beginning of this all starts in around 2006, 2008 to 2009 was the web series, where literally every single episode of the web series and TV show is them trying to get their band a spot to perform at the Rivoli, which is a Toronto club. Yeah.
Toronto-based club. They don't have a band and they don't have a show. They just have. They just want to get booked. They don't want to perform.
Yeah.
They just want to get booked.
Yeah, that's kind of like the ongoing gag is they're grown men and they're like, we have to sneak our way in. You don't see them rehearse. You don't see them write new music.
They kind of rehearse a little bit,
but like they're grown men and they're like, the only way we'd be able to do it. It's not.
They have the concept.
It's not the Super Bowl halftime show. It's a Toronto club.
It's an average sized Toronto club, a real life one.
Yeah.
And so there was the web series, and then there was a show, an actual show in 2017.
Yeah, years later they got picked up Viceland, which I think Vice was kind of had their own channel for a while. I think they still do.
They still do.
Yeah, it ran for I want to say 2 seasons, 2017, 2018.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's when it was officially called
Nirvana the Band, the show.
Yeah.
What was the web series called?
I want to say it was just called Nirvana the Band, and it's Nirvana with 2 N's.
Just so we're clear.
Yeah, and like the reason they called their band Nirvana is because they were hoping that the club Rivoli would look at it and be like, the Nirvana, and it's like no.
So much incompetence, and it's at first I was like, oh, it's going to be one of those really annoying, it's funny because I'm annoying type of humor, which I don't enjoy.
Yeah. No. Like I when I first saw this, like I said, when I first watched this, I was like, that was okay because I think we both saw the reviews going into it.
I loved the movie when I saw it.
The reviews are stellar across the board. 5 stars, 10 stars. Like it is across the board. Probably one of the best critically reviewed movie that came out.
And it's a great script with so many setups and payoffs.
But when I first saw it, I was like, I don't think Seth's gonna like this.
I loved the movie.
You did? Okay.
I did.
Well, I'm glad because for me, I liked the movie, but when I found out more of what was going on behind it, like how it originated, I appreciated it way more.
Okay. No, I loved. There's a scene in particular where they go back to 2008. We'll get into it, but like when he's in the theater watching The Hangover.
The Hangover part. Yeah.
his face in that.
Yeah. It hits him that he's in 2008 when a very poorly aged hangover joke kills.
Paging doctor.
Yeah. And that's his we're in the past. After he just saw a Bill Cosby flyer.
Oh my God, dude.
It's the creators of this have said it is probably best to go into this blind. And I do appreciate that when they made this, there isn't too many jokes that go over your head. There's not a whole lot of jokes that reference the series, like inside jokes.
You can pick up on all of the bits.
Yeah, yeah.
When they start like talking to random people on the sidewalk, you could tell like, oh, this is probably something they did on the show.
Yeah,
and it was apparently.
Yeah,
and it's great. It's very Adult Swim almost.
Oh yeah,
it's very that kind of humor.
Yeah. I think I was saying it's it kind of reminded me of like Flight of the Conchords. You said it reminded you of
like. Not quite Tim and Eric, but maybe Eric Andre's like stuff when he's like running around on the street.
Yeah, I definitely got like, oh, this is a Canadian version of Tim Robinson and Sam Richardson. If Detroiters was still ongoing, this is them.
It's
like,
Detroiters.
Yeah,
it is.
This is Detroiters, but it's Toronto. And it's very well done. Like I appreciate it. Like it's my kind of comedy. It hits. It's a lot of the quick and witty dialogue. It's a throwaway line. But like they're talking about how they almost crashed when they went back in time. He goes, yeah, that thing was just there. He goes, yeah, well, that does happen in Back to the Future. Actually, Back to the Future 2. Well, actually, it does happen in Back to the Future 3 as well. like that's such a dumb line, but it's great. Like the tempo of what they're going with, even though there isn't really a script here, it's well crafted.
And don't think too hard about it. You don't need. They build a time machine in their RV, and that's fine. You don't need to know anything else.
Yeah,
and it runs off of
Orbits.
Orbits?
Do you know what Orbits is?
I've never heard of Orbits in my life.
So Orbits is kind of like a very old drink.
Like from one of those 90s drinks where all the older people are just like, you gotta have Zimas.
Yeah.
It's like Zima.
But it was like one of those things where like no one really liked it. It never really
It was
took
just like
the
a
world by
novelty
storm.
thing.
Yeah,
that, like some small town kids were just like, we're just out here.
We're cool.
We're just sipping our Orbeez and our Zimas and our
like,
Sobeys.
It's like Tab, like Kool-Aid jammers. You know, it's that kind of stuff. But yeah, like it looked futuristic, and it was like it's just gelatin balls floating in there. It's like what's the vodka from what's the Jonah Hill movie? The high school one where they're trying to get alcohol. Superbad. The vodka that's got gold flakes in it. It's just a gimmicky thing.
Goldschlager.
Yeah, which is
a real thing.
Yeah, but it's just a gimmicky thing. No one just goes out of their way to get it. It's
so dumb.
But yeah, so I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I should kind of set up for this that might help. Like I said, I did enjoy it a lot. I am surprised you did like it as much as you did.
Why are you surprised?
Because I could imagine you at some points like rolling your eyes at some of the scenes.
No, it was a great script. I loved they set up so many different things, and then all the tongue-in-cheek stuff. I love when they would remember scenes from earlier,
and they're like way meaner.
They're different, way different.
They're black and white.
Yeah,
they're way meaner, and they're shot at like 80% speed. You're such a jerk, you know. He's like, I want to apologize for the way I treated you at the club. It's like, man, you're still wearing that hat.
Well, you gained a lot of weight, dude. You're really buffed out.
But yeah, it's way meaner. It's nothing like, because the first time I was like, is that what he said? Yeah.
One thing I understand why they did it. I don't like that he shot the guy in the RV.
That I fucking love.
I know you.
Well, okay. So all right. So here's some more things that will kind of set that up. So when they were filming this movie, they originally had an entirely different outline.
No kidding.
The RV was meant to be. It was meant to be like a cross country road trip in an RV movie.
You can tell it is.
Yeah, and
him going to Ottawa.
Yeah, that's what it was supposed to be. And then after they were looking at some of the the dailies they got back, they're like, this isn't nearly grand enough to be deserving of a movie that comes after a show that happened 9 years ago. So they were like, maybe we should tweak it a little bit, and that's when the time travel got added. And
it does seem tacked on.
And the moment you're talking about with the shooting that happens, they are actually using the footage of the Drake bodyguard shooting that was happening in Toronto during the Kendrick Lamar Drake beef.
What are you talking about?
During the Kendrick Lamar Drake beef,
uh-huh.
One of Drake's security guards was shot outside of his house. That big mansion that they're all outside of, that's actually Drake's house.
Oh my God.
And they're using, and like you can actually look back of old Toronto news coverage, and you can see a cameraman, and you can see Jay just kind of like poking his head behind.
That's crazy.
And they put that in the woman talking. They're not talking about Jade murdering. That's not an actor.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So like,
I had no idea about it.
Some of the stuff they put in this movie, like on a technical level, I'm like, this is genius. Like legitimately.
One of the first scenes is their plot in the beginning is how they're gonna get to the revelry. They're trying to get into the book of this gig, and they come up with the idea. Apparently, there's a constant gag in the show where he gets up and writes on a whiteboard the idea.
Yeah.
And he gets up on a whiteboard, and he's just like, we jump off of CN Tower onto the Blue Jays field, and then
we grab a microphone and we say, hello, everybody. We are Nirvana the band. And then they're like, Matt's like, why would we do that? He's like, well, if you build it, they'll come. If we have this massive Blue Jays crowd, Rivoli can't turn us away. And then Matt, I do appreciate, because most of the comedy is Jay's crazy ideas bouncing off of Matt's like more realist.
No, the other way around.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Jay is the guy with the hat.
Jay's the guy with.
Yeah.
That's not what in the movie he kept calling the other guy Jay.
Am I misremembering?
I believe you are.
Let me look this up. Do they have different names? Or like, do they use different names?
Matt Johnson is.
Oh, maybe I am confusing them. Yeah, you're right. I am confusing them. So yeah, Jay is like the more level-headed one, and he's like, when they're talking about parachuting onto the field, he's like, what if they think we're terrorists? And that thought never occurred to him. He's like, oh, terrorists. He's like, oh, well, then I guess we come down like this, you know? He goes, they'll solve that problem, you know?
Yeah, that's no problem. That's not the issue here. But when they were just that whole scene, I'm just like, they're actually sneaking all this stuff up there.
Yeah, that's all. There's zero permits for a lot of this
going
stuff.
through security, and there's that point where the security calls their manager, and they're like, hey, he's got pliers. He's got pliers, and the guy's just like, let him through.
He's like, what did he say the pliers for? Just to cut up pieces of his pants. That's fine.
All right,
if that's what he says it's for, you know. And then you're like, oh, it's Canada. You know, that would never happen in New York City.
My God, he'd get arrested and thrown in every prison. He'd get thrown in every prison.
There actually was a bit, because they never thought they would make it that far. They thought they were going to get turned away.
That's what I wanted to ask. Did you look up if that's actually them jumping off the tower?
They don't actually jump off the tower.
That's
all down. That's all soundstage. Them getting on top of the tower and like the GoPro footage. Yeah. The GoPro footage is from the actual safety guy that goes up there with the regular tourists.
Okay. They just asked him to use the camera?
He goes up there, he records it. They watch it a couple times because they did it a couple times to kind of get what he looks at. And so they recreated it on a soundstage. Okay. And then that's how they do the jumping. And like the other part where Matt goes up there with the cord and he's connecting it, that's done with a sound stage, and they have a drone flying instead of a helicopter around him. Okay. That's how they're getting those shots. So again, like on a technical level, really well done.
There's some stuff like when they go back, take the RV back to 2008.
Yeah, they use archival footage from the show that was never used in the show.
That's wonderful.
And apparently, I should credit these to Jared Rabb is one that they talk about a lot. Jared Rabb and Kurt Lobb, they are super fans of the show. Like they have like an encyclopedic knowledge of everything that they've done on the show. So they had them go through the archival footage, and they were the ones that pretty much said, all right, we're going to do this shot. We're going to need you on the other side of the room doing this shot. And then Matt and Jay just kind of showed up and like did the lines they were told. Like these guys had it all mapped out like that. So props to those guys for...
They're the ones that made this happen.
They made it, and it looked seamless. And it was funny because the apartment that they try to go back to, that the original archival footage is in, they don't have it anymore. Mm-hmm. So they tried offering the lady that lives there now, like, hey, can we use your apartment to film these scenes? And they kept offering her so much money, so much money that they were like, you know what? This would be the same amount it would cost to actually just get a soundstage. Yeah. So, but yeah, going back to the CN Tower part, they never expected to get past security there. So the original outline of the story was they were going to sneak into the stadium in a Toronto Blue Jays mascot costume. Everybody got arrested except for Matt. Matt's in the costume. Everybody else got arrested. But yeah, like no permits, all guerrilla style, just like the biggest amount of people they had on the street at any point getting some of these guerrilla scenes, most was 8 people.
That's really incredible.
And it's, again, like
absolutely
it is masterful how well it works. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's do like the entire movie, because there are some things that went over my head the first time I watched it. The first time I watched it, I was just kind of like half watching it on my phone. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, there was one part that really got me, and I think it was the hangover part, where I was like, you know what, let me give this another like college try, you know? And I did appreciate it way more after that.
Yes.
But yeah, so it starts with old footage of them in like 2007. Mm-hmm. And again, it starts with the whiteboard. This is what we're going to do. And then it cuts to 2025. And then you see that Jay is kind of like we haven't really grown from this. We're still coming up with these wacky ideas.
And then I figured it out. And he runs down the stairs with another stupid idea. It's very Ed, and Eddie. Yeah. It's very, here's our plan this week.
Yeah, here's the scheme of the week.
Our Pinky and the Brain. It's very, wonderful. There's the crazy guy and then the straight guy.
Yeah.
And they do the thing with the CN Tower, and then they jump onto the dome because it closes before they can land.
I love that he kicks him off. Like he like, you kicked me off, and then like they do land perfectly on top. And you're like, crap. Like, but even before that, the first like they're inside like a tire store, and they're like, would this cut like straps? Like, would this be able to?
That's when I realized like what I was watching.
Yeah,
it was like this is very much a. This must be a bit that they did.
Yeah.
Because that's not an actor.
Yeah.
That they're talking to right there.
And they actually invited that guy to the Toronto International Film Festival premiere.
The guy from the tire shop?
The libertarian.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's what he said. I'm libertarian. Did he think he's going to kill himself? Is that what he ended up thinking?
His issue with it wasn't that he was going to kill himself. It was that the way that he was going to kill himself was going to infringe on the rights of anyone else that wanted to do it. like he had a very rational...
You don't want to have to put anybody else through that.
Yeah, it was very rational. But yeah, he thinks
he's right.
He thinks these guys are going to kill themselves. He's like, I wouldn't cut through anything electrical because it'll cook you. He's like, oh, no. Just a strap, just fabric. You know, he was like, yes, it will cut through fabric. So yeah, they sneak into the CN Tower. They have the bulging like parachute hanging out of their backs, which is
and they
so
talk.
funny.
There's a woman. That's why I was curious. They talk to a woman just outside of there.
Yes,
there's a Brazilian lady.
Yeah,
and then later on, way later in the movie, they
see her again.
She's there again. But it's before.
Yeah, I assume they shot those at the same day.
Okay.
Yeah, just to make it work. Because she is there, and it's like, oh, it works with time travel if everybody's there is dressed the same.
Okay.
You know?
That makes more sense.
Yeah. So they.
And then after they do all that bit, they go back home, and I think is Back to the Future just on TV?
Yeah. Jay is dejected because once again they're not, because every single time Matt hypes it up like, hey, this is the last day you're walking by the Rivoli as a civilian. Like, you're going to be
so
playing.
Stupid. I love how stupid that is. They must have just picked a random club one time. 20 years ago.
It's so funny because, like, I'm trying to explain this to, like, my mom because she was like, what'd you watch?
She's like, what's the Rivoli?
Yeah. I was like, it's not the Oscar. It's not the Grammys. It's not Carnegie Hall.
It's
like,
a small club that people start out at when they're starting their careers.
Yeah,
and I wonder if there was ever an episode or in the miniseries or in the show where they just like straight up
they never think to call and ask.
Just call them and ask them. Well, or if anyone is ever at any time just like, why don't you just call him? He's like, shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Well, I mean, like, so they're dejected. Matt immediately is like, all right, next plan. We're gonna somehow time travel. Yeah, I haven't thought it out yet, but we're gonna time travel. And then Jay's like, well, I'm gonna go to bed. And Jay makes the call to Ottawa, which even that is funny. He didn't call any other place in Toronto. He made a call to Ottawa, and he's like, well, how far of a drive is it? He doesn't even know.
I've never been outside. Never been outside of Toronto. And then I love the part when he called the lady, and she's obviously very busy. She's like a waitress at the place, and she's just like, so I'm booked. It's open mic.
Yeah.
It's like, so I'm booked. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're booked. And he's like,
yeah.
You never, and it also doesn't occur to him at that time because he's just as dumb. He's supposed to be, he's framed because kind of the smart. He's just as dumb.
Yeah, they're both idiots together.
And he figures out that he's just going to take the RV and he's going to drive up there the next day.
But before he's been doing that, Jay has been adding random electronics. Or Matt's been adding random electronics, a flux capacitor in the refrigerator of the RV. Somehow it all just kind of like does look like it works together.
Yeah, and then he accidentally spills a bunch of Orbeez on it.
Orbits. Yeah.
Orbeez and orbits have to be the same thing. They have to be made of the same material.
Yeah, that's a forever chemical.
That's
a PFAS if I ever saw
it. He spills the orbits on there, and it catches on fire, and then he gets dejected. Like maybe like this is, I don't want to do this anymore either.
Yeah, and he falls asleep in the RV,
and he wakes up the next day.
Again, another thing about Jay being just as dumb as Matt is he's just going to Ottawa. And he looks like a camper with like a big oversized camping backpack.
Yeah, you wonder if he is just leaving forever though.
Yeah, possibly. But yeah, he gets in the RV and he is planning to just go to Ottawa, leave Matt there.
It's just funny. The only vehicle they can acquire is a gigantic RV in their backyard.
Or nice RV too.
Yeah,
it wasn't like broken to hell or anything.
And they can afford the gas for some of these two unemployed men in Toronto can afford the gas for this giant thing.
Yeah,
whatever. Suspension of disbelief. And they're driving. Matt wakes up, says, "What the hell are you doing?" And then he accelerates to 88 miles per hour.
He's
88 kilometers per hour.
Yeah, he's trying to come up with like an excuse, and he's like, "I'm doing the time travel thing." Oh. You're in.
Oh.
Yeah.
88 kilometers because he didn't realize later on. He's just like, "There's this miles per hour, whatever."
Yeah.
And they go back to 2008, and it's wonderful to remember that time. 2008 was
yeah, like it was. All right. I mean, it wasn't the best.
The recession was going on.
I mean, it's definitely better than it is now.
A little bit.
But yeah, like it's cool seeing like, it's like remember goths when you wanted to date someone out of your league?
What the hell is goths?
Goth.
Oh, goth.
They see the goth couple, and he's like, "Oh yeah, remember when you wanted to date someone out of your league? You'd get a goth girlfriend."
Goth and The Dark Knight came out. Bill Cosby was on his he was on tour. I remember that. One of his last television performances was on Jimmy Fallon. Mm. I remember watching that. Not a month later, the accusations started to go crazy.
That was crazy.
I remember because Bill Cosby does the bit where he sits on the chair and he goes,
yeah.
He keeps looking behind, like,
yeah.
Who do you do? He was killing.
Yeah.
He was killing it.
He was a force of nature.
You know what? He might have been the greatest.
Bill Cosby.
Suish. But yeah, that was right then. Bill Cosby was going on his farewell tour.
Yeah. I do like that they crashed into like a newsstand. And
there's still newsstands.
Yeah, and there is like a Toronto weekly entertainment magazine, and you do see Bill Cosby on the cover. And Matt doesn't even gloss at it. Jay's like, "What?" And Matt doesn't gloss at it. He's like, "Oh, there's someone else performing at the Rivoli tonight." And it says Adele. She's the up and coming, like, he goes, "Yeah, whoever that is." And it's like the biggest British pop star ever.
At the Rivoli. Oh, that's wonderful.
So yeah, I think Jay is caught on pretty early that they are in the past.
He's not quite there. I think they realize about the same time, but in different places.
Yeah, Matt. No, I think they catch on right away.
Well, Jay wants to get away because for some reason he still thinks.
Yeah, he still wants to go to Ottawa.
He still can make it to Ottawa because he's an idiot.
Let's go to a movie.
Let's go to a movie. It's dark in there. What? Nothing. They go on. What were the movies they were playing? There was The Hangover, Hellboy 2, The Golden Army,
and Hancock.
Will
Smith, the second Will Smith reference in this movie.
Wild.
Yeah. So and
saw again, all of those on VHS, by the way.
And it's also really cool because technically, The Hangover wasn't released in Canada until 2009. So they made sure to put sneak peek Hangover. So it does make sense, that it would be showing. And yeah, so they go in there. Jay is planning to leave during the movie, and I like how he stands up and does that.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Matt.
Bye, Matt.
Go. Like you're standing in the way. Like go.
Get out of the way.
and yeah, he's in the RV, and again, probably the funniest part in the movie is paging doctor, and it obliterates the room. And Matt's like, "What the? Something's not right."
Yeah, that being the pinnacle of comedy.
Yeah, and
breaks him.
He comes back to find Jay in the RV, and they realize that.
Well, Jay runs down the street and he sees all the Dark Knight posters everywhere.
Yeah,
and he's like, "Wait!" And all the low-rise jeans, and he's like, "Whoa, whoa."
Yeah, they meet back at the RV and they both realize this is actually 2008.
We actually did go back in time.
Yeah.
Now we can go to the revelry or whatever the hell. Don't they immediately go to their old apartment? Don't they?
They want to go back to they want to try and time travel again, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, and it doesn't work.
And they're like, we need to find orbits.
You realize the catalyst is the orbits.
Yeah, and the only
they were discontinued in 1999.
So they're like, well, where do we find orbits? Well, that I had a case back in 2008. That's where the last one was from. So they go back to the apartment, and this is probably, I think, is the most masterful use of the archival footage spliced with the current footage, because there's a scene that they shot back in 2007-ish where they're walking down the sidewalk and they go, does that guy look like me?
Mm.
And the way it's cut, I don't know how the hell they did it, but it looks like it's all done in one take and there's no camera tricks at all. It works so well.
They must have had stand-ins or something.
It's fantastic. I don't know, like they must have had like that unused bit was they see someone in disguise as them, but like the way that it works, it's insane. Like it blew my mind.
Yeah. It was really amazing.
Yeah. So
how they hide.
He just gives him his fedora. He's like, nah, that guy looks like me, just because he has a fedora. Yeah. So they go back to the apartment and they're looking for the orbits, and they have to hide in the closet because they come back to do rehearsal, and it's like an 8-hour-long rehearsal.
It's so much. They stay in there to the next morning. It's like 14 straight hours.
I like how it starts them doing the one song. They're like, all right, looks like we better buckle in for this. And then it cuts to them doing a bunch of random bullshit for 5 hours. And then the next hour, they go back to that original song. They're like, oh, shit.
God, I just wish I'd kill myself in the past.
Yeah. And the very next morning, it's like 1 PM.
It's a very late morning.
Yeah. And
they finally fall asleep.
So that they're going around the apartment looking for it. And this is, I think, one of those moments where I feel like if you were a fan, this is probably what tugged at your heartstrings the most. Is Matt has an encounter with young Jay, and Jay has an encounter with young Matt.
Yeah, and
they're both kind of at different spots. Where young Jay is kind of like, yeah, I'm me and my buddy are going to be doing this for a while, and he has kind of a little trepidatious about growing older. He has a story about his grandma going to a nursing home. And there's that very sweet, they didn't plan it. It was kind of a throwaway line of, you don't realize you're getting older when you have your best friend with you. And if you're someone that's been with these guys since 2007, what an awesome concept to have not only a web series that's moderately successful, but a TV show and now a movie.
And they keep getting bigger every time.
And like these guys, like they're not sellouts by any means. They've kind of stayed doing the same exact thing. Yeah. And to do it with your buddy, that's like the dream for a lot of creators, and these guys have nailed it. Like, to me, I was like, even I don't know anything about these guys, but after learning about that, I was like, that is dope. Yeah. To see on screen,
It was lovely, and it must have been a stand because they hid both of their faces.
Yeah,
the hat over the face and stuff. But yeah, that was wonderful. And then he does a song. Jay does a song.
Yeah,
where did that song come from?
The actual song?
Yeah.
The actual song is an actual song that Jay in real life made with his sister.
Gotcha.
In their band.
Okay.
And they kind of retweaked it for the movie to make it a little bit more poppy.
Okay.
And so yeah, he leaves him with like a melody. He's like, "Oh, remember this for the future. Maybe this will be something." You know. And
then they're in the doorway. They're still talking to each other in the doorway. I thought that was hilarious. Like, they won't leave. They're just
they kind of get in that fight.
Well, at first it's really heartfelt. They're just like, "Man, I'm glad I'm doing this with you." And they're like, they won't leave.
It's like, we've been doing this for 17 years.
He keeps trying to leave, and he's just like, "Hold a second." Like, he won't let him leave, and then they get in an argument.
Were you trying to leave? Were you trying to leave me?
Yeah.
Do you think you'd be more successful if I wasn't with you? Yeah. He's like, let's test that theory. And then he stands over his sleeping past self and erases "Play at the Rivoli," which is the only thing that's ever on that whiteboard.
Yeah, and says, "Don't play at the Rivoli."
Yeah. And,
so he erases the plan and writes, "Don't play at the Rivoli."
Yeah. And they get back into the RV, and when they're teleported to the future.
I forgot about, I broke my ass. That must have been from something. That seemed like something
like a throwback, like a callback to the show.
Yeah, I broke my ass, bro.
Maybe.
And them running through the street saying sorry. I'm pretty sure that was a reoccurring, but
very Canadian. So yeah, they shoot it to go back to 2025, and it kind of like there's like a crash, like a jump cut almost, or a crash cut, and Jay is Matt's on the ground, and Jay is nowhere.
He broke his ass.
Yeah, Jay is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah,
and
he runs. How does he end up at the mansion? Do you remember?
I think it's after he looks at how famous he is, like his songs on the radio that makes him leave, and how famous he is. And then he's like, oh, I must have like a mansion. Like I must be super successful around here. And so he just kind of shows up. I think the news reporter even says his address, he's getting ready for a tour, but yeah, so Matt wakes up, there's no Jay there. And I think it's very funny that throughout this entire, he thinks that like everyone's playing a joke on him by making Jay super successful.
Yeah.
And so like he goes to like, I guess Toronto's version of Times Square where they have all the billboards, and he's on like a Rolex advertisement. He's on a Hugo Boss underwear commercial, and like he's everywhere. And the guy that's just kind of speaking nonsense, he's like, oh, he's like, Jennifer Lopez, like that guy. It took like half an hour for them to even say Jay's name. Like it took him a while to kind of coerce that out of him.
Why was he just random?
He was just a random person, random guy there.
Just started talking.
And Matt was just trying to get him to say something relevant to the fact that Jay is on the posters.
He was really struggling.
It took him half an hour to get what we got. What we got is not that great.
He was talking to him for a half hour and they kept 10 seconds.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. Because at the end he's just like, huh? Yep. Like he just kind of ignores it. Yeah. And so Matt's like, well, let me go back to the apartment. Jay's probably there. He goes back to the apartment. It looks largely unchanged. Oh, we didn't even mention the lightning strike on their way home after the failed parachute.
Yeah.
They walk by the Rivoli, and
what time is it?
What time is it? And then lightning strikes the CN Tower at 9:03 p.m.
Because they were going to go up and do it again, weren't they?
Yeah, I think so. And they see a band because Matt had told Jay, you're going to be walking in this place with your keyboard under your arm, and they see a guy waiting in line to walk in with a keyboard under his arm. I don't know if you noticed that band that's there to play is the band waiting for Matt at the apartment.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I wonder where they came from.
The different timeline. So, which means if you're stuck with Matt, you're not playing the Rivoli. So he goes back to his apartment. He finds these three guys there that are apparently members of his band, and they all have J tattoos, which I think is very funny. Like they all went and got these tattoos.
And it's like, yeah, they have a plan for Matt, and Matt is a drummer now.
I guess he's the drummer now, and he thinks like they have a plan to play the Rivoli. He's like, oh no, we're talking about to get tickets using our credit card to go see Jay tonight.
Do you use
his aunt's rewards?
The Asian guy's aunt's rewards to get tickets, backstage passes.
Tell him we're the nephews.
Yeah,
we're related. We're Chinese. Yeah.
They're all dressed. I forgot about that. He walks in and they're all dressed with the Asian hats on and robes, and like, we got it. Something awesome happened off screen.
Yeah, I love those guys because like they're very low stakes characters, but like the parts they're in, they're hilarious.
Yeah.
So yeah, they go to the show, and again, this entire time, Matt believes that everybody's playing a prank on him. Mm-hmm. He's like, "Oh, I get it. Jay's paying you guys to pretend that we're in this band together."
And Jay is trying to discover what in the hell is going on. They like shove him onto a radio show or something.
He's on Ellen. Like he looks
he's on
up,
Ellen.
He's on Ellen DeGeneres. He's on Anthony Fantano is doing his album review.
That was funny. I'm glad they got the internet's busiest music nerd to make a cameo.
And yeah, he's on I'm assuming it's a very popular Toronto radio station. I'm not familiar with those guys that he was interviewing.
I thought that was made up for the show.
I would imagine they're real.
Oh. Okay.
And yeah, so he's kind of living his best life. Is this before or after the show?
What?
That radio interview. Does that happen after the show?
I believe it is after.
Okay, so they make it to Jay's show. He's performing the song. It's a big hit.
What's the name of it?
Hold on.
It was actually pretty catchy.
Yeah, let's see if I can find it.
Edited from the Ellen DeGeneres show. Look at that.
Never Come Down.
Yes. Wonderful song.
Yeah, very catchy, very poppy. And again, another one of those Matt reacts. You know, the crowd's loving it, and he's like, you can't believe it. And so he goes to meet him after the show, and he's like, it's me. He's like, something messed up. And Jay is playing the part of, I don't know you.
At the time, the audience, thinks that he genuinely doesn't
remember him. Yeah.
But then later, it's revealed that he was just pretending.
Yeah. He basically gets security out of him. And yeah, it cuts to that radio interview. And the radio interviewer is asking him, like, well, who's your number one call that you make when you do get something big in your life, like a new world tour, a new concert?
Yeah, who do you call, man? Who do you call?
And it's a really,
really awkward air.
Pause.
A lot of dead air.
Hey, it's okay, man. It's okay.
It's all right, man.
Yeah.
It's all right, man.
And he's thinking about Matt, obviously.
Sure.
And then, yeah, you find out that after they crashed back in 2025, he heard himself on the radio. And he immediately realizes he's a star. So he goes into the fridge of the RV and he destroys the bottle of Orbits because he doesn't want to go back.
Yeah. And then he realizes that he doesn't have anybody at all.
Yeah.
So he tries to like make friends with his bandmates in his tour bus.
It's really weird because like the kind of success that they're showing him, he seems moderately successful. He doesn't seem like the biggest talent in the world.
Anthony Fantano at the time, he says he's been able to coast off the success of this one song.
Yeah, so it's like
he's a one-hit wonder.
Yeah, which I guess makes more sense. But yeah, he can't connect with anybody. Like he wants to kind of keep doing like the harmless kind of joking around that he does with Matt.
Yeah, but
no one else in his circle will give him the time for that. And it's just like,
hook up a 64 in here.
I would if you got one.
Hook up I don't know if it's like, I don't know if it has the hookups for.
Yeah, like they just want him to leave. He's like, this room's mine, and they're like, yeah,
okay,
yeah,
because they must just be like, I don't think he has a band. I think
assistants.
That's his bandmates, but like these are just like guys that his studio called.
Yeah,
I'm sure this has happened to like one-hit wonders before, where they want to go on tour with their song. But everybody that was in their band 40 years ago is dead, or doesn't play music anymore, or doesn't want to see him again. So they get the studio just sends some guys to play the song with him.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he another funny callback.
Yeah.
Is when they were in the house and they were down in the dumps, and Matt was first coming up with time travel somehow. He sees that Jay is in the dumps, and he's like, "Oh, I know we'll perk you up."
Pew, 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 pew.
He grabs a little BB gun, and he's like, "Ah, ah, ah!
Watch out! It's getting in your face."
And so Jay on the tour bus sees like a Desert Eagle on the wall.
Yeah, just a golden pistol on the wall, and he's just like,
goes, "Hey guys, no one said we had a gun on the van," and he blows a dude's head smooth off. He blows his shit smooth off. And then it cuts.
Like you see it coming, but you're like, there's no.
Yeah, like
that would be such a weird turn for this movie right now.
And it's so good because you see the blood splatter and then cut. Breaking news out of Toronto: Jay McMorris is on the. What is his name?
Jay McCarroll.
Yeah, Jay McCarroll is on the run.
Well, they don't identify him quite immediately.
There was a shooting on his property.
There was a shooting on his property. And the suspect is at large.
And we know that that's the Drake bodyguard shooting, which
I didn't know. I was totally in the dark about the whole Kendrick and Drake thing, so I had no idea.
Yeah, so the scene where there's like everything's roped off and you can see Jay like poke his head out and then run down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Those vans are for the Drake thing. Like all the news.
Was he actually there?
Yeah, they were actually there. They were like,
so
let's
funny.
use this.
Oh my god.
Very smart. No permits. And
surprised Drake isn't suing them or something.
Right. So he's on the run and he's like, time machine, goes back to Matt, and hey, I want to apologize about how I treated you at the meet and greet after the show. And Matt, for the most part, is like, yeah, it's fine. Can we try to like? One thing he said at the show was like, can we go back in the time machine and figure it out so I can be here too? Like, he's like, something got messed up. I want to be here too. And so like they start working together as a team. And Matt does not know that it's his Jay, really. Like he still thinks that it's this current timeline's Jay. And so they're back to the whiteboard. Jay's doing the drums. You know, they do a really funny, hey, this is like rap in the 80s when they would do an informative song about the alphabet. You know? A to the B to the G, cut to big fat black guy. And that's when the funniest, like, orbits, lightning. That's what's in orbits. That's what makes the flux capacitor work.
Maybe just a turn of phrase.
We need lightning. He goes, that's marketing speak.
What if it actually isn't? And then they figure out they know exactly when a lightning's going to strike. They hook it up.
With a giant wheelbarrow with the longest extension cord.
I loved they're just going through town, cutting live wires as they're walking. Connecting it from the top. The extension cord
from CN
thousands
Tower.
of feet.
They're like, what are you doing? We're trying to connect the power to the rail cars. It's like, okay. Yeah, a lot of people not really paying them any mind, but yeah.
It's literally, this is an example of you can do anything.
Yeah.
No one cares.
Yeah.
You
genuinely
can do anything.
Especially in Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I think if you tried doing this in like Chicago, New York, you'd have a tougher time. You could probably do something kind of like this.
I don't even know in most American cities you can do it. In most American cities, I think you could because there's crazy, insane crap going on all the time.
You're probably right.
In a smaller city like where we're at, you might have a harder time, maybe. Because there's so many people around here that think that they own
Karens. Yeah.
Not just people that their families have never left town for the last 150 years, so they think they literally own this small town.
Yeah.
Like, I got blood, sweat. Most of this river is blood, sweat, and tears of my family. Okay, dude. Do you have it?
Have you contributed anything?
Yeah. What are you doing? You and all your inbred ass white trash Polacks can get right out of here. I'm sorry.
This field has been a field for generations.
Do something with it. Do something. Do anything.
That hit close to home for you. I feel
like piss me off. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I made myself mad.
Well, no, I agree. Like, I would love for something like this to be made here, and maybe there is. You just have to do it a little bit more. And I don't even want to say creatively because what they did here is very creative. But I feel like it'd be a little bit tougher with how the world is. Everybody's got there was not a lot of cell phones recording them on the street, really. Sure. And I was like, here, that's the only thing people would do if they got wind of, someone's recording something. Like, one of my favorite bits is it's a very small throwaway scene where Matt has the extension cord and you can see it going to the CN Tower in the background, and there's a woman that walks by him on her phone, and she realizes like, oh, they're recording something, and then she gets out of the way. But it's like it's supposed to be like a scene where he's just like, come on, let's go, it's not long enough, and this woman just walks in and walks away. They left it in there.
I like that. And in America, I really don't. Everyone would want to be a part of it, or like try to ruin it or do something. Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with us.
Yeah, I guess
there's no politeness. I know we're not polite anymore.
There's too much main character syndrome.
Oh my God, yeah.
Like, why are you going to be the star? You know what? I'm going to try singing in the Vatican, in the Sistine Chapel, and no one else should be able to tell me to leave. It's main character syndrome. But yeah, so a funny bit, they take this extension cord, Matt climbs up with a rope, and he's like, tell everyone to get out of the way.
Are they gonna get smashed by this rope?
And then a massive bit of rope falls out, and everyone's like, oh.
Yeah, and then this complicated pulley system of getting the
extension cord
up. Why didn't he just bring the extension cord up first? Whatever. They hooks it up, and then they go through town with the thousands of feet of wire and cutting live wires along the way.
And they take this very long extension cord to, I think it's in front of Rivoli.
Yeah, they could have hooked it up anywhere else.
And they put it there, and there's just a junction box off the curb.
Yeah.
And he plugs it in there, and he's like, all right, we did it. The most nonsense technical stuff in this movie. And they see a guy, and he's like, hey, are you going to be here for a while? He's like, yeah. Make sure no one opens this. For how long? Half hour. All right. And it's in the movie.
Never hear from him again.
So yeah, they have their plan now. They're going to be doing this bit, but it fails. The extension cord.
You did it wrong, Matt.
Yeah, messes up at the top, and in like 5 minutes, he's back at the top of CN Tower.
Yeah. Immediately, he's up there. What took him hours to do before, he's able to just get right up there.
Yeah, and Jay is at the RV, and like all the TVs at Rivoli is showing this manhunt after him.
Yeah,
and he's got just a Toronto Blue Jays hat on, and he's just like trying to lay low.
Everyone's looking right at him. And he's so he tries to get out of there. Yeah, he's about to just leave.
Yeah, him. Someone points the police to him, and so he gets in the RV and he dips. And Jay comes back down, and he realizes when he resecured it at the top of CN Tower, Matt, he resecures it at the top of CN Tower, but he realizes that him doing that made the extension cord too short to reach that junction box.
Yeah, so he's got to.
Yeah, so Jay's driving, and he sees that it's reconnected, and he's got the date punched in to go back 2 days. Mm-hmm. And then when he looks out, he sees.
Yeah, because he just wants to not shoot the guy.
Yeah, he still wants to be.
He wants this life. He just shouldn't shoot the guy. He's not going all the way back.
Yeah, and before Matt comes down and ends up holding it, he sees the evidence of Matt or of Jay on the run after shooting the guy. And so he sacrifices himself. He goes to hold it, and he has the pliers plugged in, which I thought was so funny.
There's a setup and a callback. Yeah. He's using the pliers to kill himself, which is what he said. Yep.
And so at the very last second, you find out that Jay changed the dates to go back. And when they originally went back to 2008, he is waiting for them to leave so that he can hurry up and erase the don't.
Play the reverie.
Yeah.
Reveille.
And right after that, they're in the apartment when Matt is coming down to do the CN Tower parachute idea. And I love the part where Jay's like, let's go early in case there's weather and they close the dome. Okay, yeah, we'll go early. Yeah.
Great. That just ends there, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's like there is an end credit scene.
Oh, I didn't see it.
There is a very small,
what happens?
Very tongue-in-cheek end credit scene where when it goes back to the house when Jay is leaving after erasing the don't, and when he leaves, the closet opens, and there's someone we haven't seen in the movie yet that witnessed it. Mm-hmm. And he's in the closet, and then you see his face for a split second, and then it cuts.
Who is it?
We don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. I've never seen this person.
Is this somebody from the show?
Maybe.
Okay, we should probably look that up.
But I remember I was watching this, and the credits were rolling, and I was like, you know what? Mandalorian and Grogu, no end credit scene. Backrooms, no end credit scene. I remember looking it up. Like, is there an end credit scene for Backrooms? I don't know. I feel like everyone's got one now. This one has an end credit scene.
Just for no reason, just some guy. We should probably know that is.
Apparently, it was young Matt in the closet.
That was young Matt.
Young Matt.
And where were they at?
They were in the closet. Remember, they're hiding in the closet.
Well, let's figure that out then. And so, young Matt got back to the past, or got to the future.
He didn't. It was still in the past, as as Jay was leaving after correcting the timeline by putting Play the Reveille.
Well, young Matt was on the couch.
He wasn't when...
he was.
Well, no. I'm saying in this flashback, in this part, he was in the closet. So I don't know. It says young Matt. I don't know if that's 100% confirmed.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. You know what? That brings this movie down a couple. This brings this movie down quite a bit.
Well, no, I mean, yeah, just there's so many like fourth wall break. I love the bit where they start talking about the Back to the Future music. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you noticed, but the motif of Back to the Future is throughout the movie, like the soundtrack. Yeah. It's not the actual music. I think
it's an homage.
Yeah, I think Jay did it and tweaked it a little.
Yeah.
But it feels just like Back to the Future. And there's a part where they're talking about the jingle. Like, oh, no, we can't do that. And he's like, yeah, doing the licensing for this would be a nightmare. Honestly, the fact that you're seeing this right now in theaters, there's never going to be another showing of this. and they kept it. But yeah, like there's so many, like they actually show bits of Back to the Future on the TV. They actually show bits of The Hangover, and they got a lot of that through with fair use clause. Like like apparently every song, poster, piece of artwork, movie, whatever, they had a legal team, or I think one lawyer, write a clause for every use case to justify it if something was brought up in court. So they could say it's in this for this reason. It's very purposeful. We do need it for the story. And so nothing was paid for license wise they didn't spend a cent on it.
That's amazing.
Again, after I found out more about this movie, I was like, this is genius. Like I don't appreciate it nearly enough, you know?
I'm really glad we got a comedy. I'm glad we did a comedy.
Yeah. This is, I probably never would have watched this in like 5 years. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But like, I'm glad I watched this. Like,
yeah, me too. We needed something a little less heavy.
Yeah. Let's do a Twister scale.
We're gonna twist it up, folks. Yeah, we're going an 8 for over here.
8. I'm giving this a 9.
Whoa.
I'm giving like this. like I feel like if I went back and watched everything, because apparently there's not a whole lot. Like it's not like One Piece, you know. It's
the One Piece.
Yeah, it's not like, you know, spending hours and hours and hours and hours catching up, days worth of content.
See what I mean about how much he hates anime?
Just what I'm saying is, I feel like if I was to watch all of it, and apparently people have watched everything that they've had. There's a Google Drive going around with all of their shows and their web series. I feel like this would be a 10.
Okay.
But because I didn't know a whole lot going in, out of the movie, first time seeing it, I was probably at about like a 7.5.
Sure.
You know, where I was like, it was funny. Not everything was my cup of tea. Some of it doesn't really make sense, you know, like the extension cord, whatever. But finding out all the little details and like how they were able to get this done, it is such a endeavor, and they nail it. And it's a love letter to Toronto. Like it's very cool to see these guys continuing the same idea for 17 years.
I can't believe.
I did see an interview that Matt had given where he goes, the best thing he heard a critic talk about the movie was, it's something I can't explain to you, but once you watch 2 minutes of it, you could create your own episode. You could write your own episode. Yeah. And that's exactly what this is.
Yeah, it's you can taste the formula of the show.
It's not complicated.
Very quickly. It's two idiots with a plot.
Yeah.
That's that, and you know, it's Rick and Morty. It's Ed and Eddie. It's
this happens and this happens and this happens. All that because then this happens.
Pinky in the Brain. It's very. I love that.
It's very good.
So sometimes I'm annoyed by that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because like I was worried he was going to be really insufferable.
Yeah.
That he was just like going to be this complete ass.
That's why I originally was like pulled out my phone.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the Hangover part happened, and
Yeah,
there's so many.
That's literally what got it for me. Is like
this
is hilarious.
Yeah, there's so many parts where it's just like him reacting, and,
yeah.
and it works for me every time. It's very good. Definitely give this one a try if this went by your radar. I hope you give it a chance.
Just if you're having the Sunday scaries, pop this up.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say about this film?
God, I identify with both of them.
Yeah.
So hard. Really sad.
I do appreciate this. Again, like you were saying, like I hope more stuff. I hope this encourages other people to be like, oh, maybe the permit isn't the number one thing. Like maybe we can try it.
We are literally, we've said it so many times, we're entering into an era of where a guerrilla film, if it's done with enough zhuzh, you can have two idiots in a grandma's basement talking about it.
Yeah. And the past couple movies we've done, smaller budgets, smaller crews.
That's what we're gonna get for the next 10 years.
And again, this is another neon movie. And I love it. I do. We talked about it before. I do love the clip that A24 and Neon is filling that gap. That
gap's gonna just be the industry.
I love it.
It's gonna be the industry.
I can't wait for more of this stuff. But yeah, this is great. Give it a shot. We will
tune in next week. We're gonna check out Disclosure Day, and we're gonna hate it. We're gonna hate it.
I hope it's not true. Do you want to talk?
What?
It's growing on me. I don't know if you've noticed. Spielberg is hitting the rounds. I've never seen him do this much promotion for a movie.
Yeah,
before.
because I think he knows it sucks.
No, I think it's him like letting himself enjoy it.
I don't believe so, sir. I believe he knows this is a stankin'.
I think I am actually higher on this than I think you are. I think
you gotta be, because I've hated everything Spielberg's made in the last 20 years.
Well, I mean, Warhorse was a certified.
Shut up! Warhorse sucks so bad. I hate that stupid movie.
I love Warhorse.
I hate it.
I genuinely love Warhorse.
It's the dumbest movie I've ever seen.
Oh well, you deal with Hoofstock. I think
no, it has nothing to do with it. It's a bad movie.
You got some bias.
We need to get out of here before we start fist fighting.
All right, we'll talk to you guys later. We'll Disclosure Day.
Yeah, we'll talk about it next week.
See ya. Bye.
I can't believe you actually like Warhorse.
It's a damn good Christmas film.